Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Old Diego here in beautiful Ensenada, Mexico. It's a cold, clear morning, November the 4th, 2022. And we're going to be doing a little fishing this morning. I don't have the bug out van, I got the bug out truck. Only thing is, it's hard to sleep in here. Kind of, it's a bench seat, but it's hard. It's hard to sleep in the truck. Anyway, let's get the old survival fishing pole. Is no reel. It's just a line. Yep, just a line. There's Mickey Mouse this morning. My American and Mexican flag. People waking up. Waking up this morning here. Beautiful Ensenada, Mexico. I don't see a cruise boat. Don't see a cruise boat this morning. All right. Very nice. Very nice. I don't have a wheelchair either. Makes it harder. But let's go down here and do some fishing. Oh, yeah. Beautiful morning, folks. Beautiful morning. Okay. Good morning. Okay, folks, down here on the water, fishing away. Just a beautiful, cold, clear morning. And I don't have my spinning outfit, so I can't cast. I need to be casting right over there in that opening between the boat and the rocks. And all I've got is about 6-7 feet of line here. And just jigging with a little mackerel Rapala. That's all I can do. Bug out truck is over there. People are waking up here in the marina. And Ensenada's waking up. Just beautiful this morning. Beautiful fall day, November the 4th. And thank God, crazy Putin hasn't destroyed the world yet. It's a beautiful world we live in, folks. Got to take care of it, appreciate it. Catch some fish and survive another day. I need to see if I can get over there by that boat. There's some movement right there by the rocks coming in the channel from the bay. Okay. Morning. Nothing biting yet, folks. Had a rough night's sleep in the old bug out truck. All I got's a bench seat in there. It's uncomfortable. The bug out van's a lot more comfortable. Plus, I think the bug out van gets more gas mileage. Oh, there's a cute little diving bird. Anyway, I like the truck because it can cross the border and you can go over to Las Vegas and help my mom and my brother. Anyway, What happened to our little duck? Dove underwater. We got our lure. See, we got our lure down there dancing. Take a look. It's a nice, got the Rapala pattern on it. It's got a Rapala pattern on it. No action yet. Only been fishing 10 minutes. I don't want to fall in the water on my crutches either, folks. Okay? Got my crutches. It would not be a good day falling in this cold water and then having to yell for help to get someone to help me out of the water. I don't have my wheelchair. I don't have my spinning reel. Not doing very good for survival today. I've been here 2 days now. Nora's lost in Tijuana somewhere, so I'm batching it. Been watching the World Series. Very, very good series over here at the local a local pub here in Ensenada. And the Houston Astros are winning over the Phillies. Yeah, I have everything I need. As long as I can fish and got some place to lay my head at night where that doesn't cost me any money, fortune or whatever. Pretty cheap. I'd rather spend my money on fishing stuff. The problem, this is not the time of year. It's not the time of year for fishing gear. It's just a couple specialty shops are open here in Ensenada, and they want a fortune for their fishing gear. All my stuff is in the bug out van in Tijuana or at my mom's house in South San Diego. So, but as long as I got a line and a lure and a pole, that's all I really need. Okay. All right, I've been standing here with leaning on my crutches. I think I better head on over where I can sit down over here on the boat box. Okay. Okay, we're back in business, folks. I'm just sitting over here beside the big old wooden motor sailor. All right. The serendipity is around the corner here. But this is the closest spot where I can sit down here on the boat box and fish. I've been fishing the last couple days and got a couple little fish and then one pretty good sized white sea bass. Not really any mackerel right now. They're not schooling up. Who knows whether it's the time of year or what. But see, I got my Rapala lure dancing around over there. You jig it up and down, let it fall like bait falling to the bottom. Chum, like chum falling to the bottom of the ocean. Make that sucker dance. I have the best luck over there on that boat box, sitting over there. A little bit more open water. We'll try this spot for a while. Okay. Hey folks, it's a great day. Thank God for another day in paradise. Okay, this is Wolf Diego, and I'll let you go for now until we catch some fish action. Okay, Wolf Diego, over and out. Boy, they're starting. The bait fish are coming. The bait fish, here they come. What we're looking for, folks, is an explosion of white. See down there where I've got my jiggy. And what we want to see is an explosion of white on that jig. A sea bass hitting it hard. That's what we're looking for, folks. Whether we get it or not, we'll see. It'd be sure nice to capture it on video. It's happened before. Yeah, it's happened to me before. When they decide to hit that sucker, they hit it. See where I'm at right here, folks, on the dock, H-Dock, over here at Baja Naval, or cruise port, I mean. Up here, beautiful day, beautiful. Serendipity and Captain Ron. Don't know if he's back from the VA hospital yet or not. Okay, take a look at what we got going here. Just keep that jig moving. We're looking for an explosion of white. Pure power when beauty and grace when those bass hit. Just keep that thing dancing. It's actually very relaxing to keep a jig dancing, kind of hypnotic. You're not only entertaining yourself, but you're catching food for survival. Just keep it untangled, though, from tangling on itself, because then you won't have those treble hooks hanging down for the fish to grab the back end of it, get the treble hooks in its mouth. See, when that happens, you gotta lift it up and untangle it. Keep that thing bouncing. In the water, it acts pretty natural, like natural fish bait that's been chomped up. Chum, they call it chum. Just keep that thing dancing. Explosion of white. Come on, baby. Give me an explosion. We're Tangled again, see? So what you don't want is the tangle. Just bounce it around a little bit and then it'll straighten out. Should be nice to catch a video at the moment it happens. Who knows what action's the best? Just keep it moving. If it's not moving, it don't look real. Jigging up and down, let it fall to the bottom, pick it up. Just keep it moving. You got slow action and you got fast action. Who knows what's the best? I guess experienced fishermen would know. White sea bass, mackerel, bay bass, spotted bay bass, halibut, even rays and sharks. Not much to say, folks. Just enjoy being out here on the water. Enjoy the beautiful world God's given us. And try to improve on it. Try to make peace and improve. You know, one problem is we've got too many people competing for too few of resources. Overpopulation. I mean, you know, you say, why are there wars? It's plain and simple. There's too many people that don't have, you know, even basic survival stuff. I don't know how to limit the population, but we all got to try to get along and distribute the resources evenly so everybody can have a pretty good quality of life. It's very hard to do. It is, in a way, survival of the fittest. You've got to make your life. If you're born into poverty, you've got to try to get out. You know, usually they say through hard work and good choices help you get out of poverty. But some countries, you don't even have a chance. You know, look at this. Life doesn't get much better than this. You know, beautiful. Right here in Ensenada, Mexico. The world is at peace right now. As far as I'm concerned, my world is at peace. With or without my little woman, I've got to make my own happiness. Don't depend on other people to make you happy. You know. Gotta learn to entertain yourself and be satisfied with what you got, as long as you got enough. if you don't have enough to eat or a decent place to live, then work to improve your life. But right now, I'm happy in my bug out truck. Not as nice as the bug out van or a bug out camper or motorhome, but it's okay. The main thing is you got security. My truck I can pull into any pay parking lot and just lay down on the seat and go to sleep. And you got security at night. That's a big thing. It's worth a few extra money to pay for a secure parking lot. Renee over there at the parking Ensenada takes care of me. Well, sometimes the fish just aren't around too, you know. You can do everything right. You can have the right bait, the right lure, the right pole, the right line, and there's no fish. Just make that thing dance. When it gets hung up, untangle it. What we're looking for, folks, is an explosion of white. So, back to trying to make world peace. Like I said, it's a matter of, here we go. I think I got some mackerel action. Yeah, these are mackerel. About time I even had some mackerel. Give me my mackerels. You know, we've got so many people in the world, you've got to try to divide the resources evenly. So don't use more than you need, okay? If each of us were responsible for ourselves and just use what we needed, that would leave more for other people, okay? Kind of a minimalist, you know. Just use the resources in this world that you need to make you happy. But that's different for everybody, of course. But try to work on reducing it to the bare minimum and try to produce your own resources, like fishing here, you know, for food and entertainment. Fishing is food and entertainment. Exercise too, fresh air. It's a way of life, a good way of life, in harmony with nature. Catch 1 or 2 fish a day, that's all you need. Good morning.
Oh, hey, good morning. Any catches yet?
Not yet. A few bites here and there. You got to keep that lure moving like it's real. Make it dance.
Yeah. Dance is good, though. It looks like
Oh.
a fish darting around.
Oh, yeah.
When I first walked here, I thought it was a fish on the end, like a real live bait. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna videotape the moment when the fish bites?
Yeah, when they hit it, it's really exciting, you know. The moment they hit, you snag them. See, mackerel and tuna and bonita and stuff, they go through the schools of bait fish, you know, thrashing and maiming, and so this is like a bait that's been hit, you know, and then it floats down, and then it's like wounded.
Yeah.
And that just gets them more excited, you know, like a feeding frenzy.
All right, good luck.
Yeah, thank you. I did. The mackerel came and snooped, took a look at my bait. That's all, the only action I've had so far this morning. But if there's one mackerel, there'll be more. They go in schools. I'd be happy right now with a mackerel. I like the white sea bass because they're bigger, but the mackerel are fun to catch too. Some pigeons flying around. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's hit. Give me a little mackerel action or anything. If I can't have white sea bass, I'll take mackerel. As long as it's some fishing action. Here we go. Some kind of a big boat coming in. Whether it's a container boat or a cruise boat, I don't know yet. It's Friday, November 4th, 2022. Beautiful day to be alive. Every day is a beautiful day to be alive. This never gets boring, folks, for me anyway. So I think I like fishing with lures because you always got to keep moving. Gives you something to do. But cut bait, cut up an old or a fresh mackerel for them, and that's good. That's good too. It's just you can leave that sit. You don't have to move that. Okay, I've had the video going for 20 minutes now. All I had was a couple mackerel. Take a look at it. They looked at it and swam away. So must not impress them. Come on, all I need is one. Give me one on camera here. Give me one fish on video. Yep. My father taught me how to fish when I was like 5 years old. So, lifetime of experience off and on. It probably hasn't been a year gone by where I haven't gone fishing that year. Sometimes it got kind of scarce when I was really busy as a police officer and FBI agent. But at least once a year I got out fishing. And then sometimes I'd go every day. When we lived in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, there was a little lake next door to Coeur d'Alene at Fernan Lake. Beautiful little lake with houses around it. I'd load up the the kayak every morning, and I'd take one of my kids out fishing. It was a 2-seater kayak, so the girls, the boys, 2 girls and 2 boys at that time, or three girls and 2 boys. And my girls learned how to fish too. Yeah, my girls can catch a fish or shoot a deer and gut it out. Survival kids. Country boy can survive. Or small city kid that goes for hunting and fishing. And we got 24 minutes of video going here with no action. That's all right. All it takes is one. Beautiful day. Doesn't matter whether we catch something or not. Just the fact of being out here, having the freedom to fish in a beautiful spot like this. Doesn't get much better than this, folks. Look at this. Ensenada, Mexico. Life doesn't get much better. Everything you want is right here next door. But what we want right now is a fish. Just a little bit. Here we go. Yeah, it's probably just November already, the fall of the year. Maybe there's not quite, maybe there's not very many fish right now over here. It could be the water temperature or the time of year. A lot of things affect the fish population. But there's still fish here. "27 minutes of fishing action on video. No action." 27 minutes of no action, I should say. But all it takes is that 1 second of action. 1 second bite of a fish exploding in the water, and a couple of minutes of fighting, and it's all worthwhile. Even if you don't get one, it's worthwhile. Just for the exercise, fresh air, and peace of mind out here, knowing you're in God's paradise. I don't know how long these batteries are good for in these smartphones for video taping. I've never gone much past 20 or 30 minutes. I'm really making it dance now. Just a flash of silver in the water. Should be fun action to catch something on video. Here they go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. The bait fish are here. Okay, if the bait fish are here, that means the big fish are chasing them. So we just got to make it act like a bait fish that just got wounded. Something will hit it. Something was chasing those bait fish. Here we go. Finally, some action. 31 minutes into it. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. They're hitting it now. Look at that. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Big old mackerel today. Got me some seaweed. Nope, it's a white sea bass. Here we go. Yeah, big old whitey. Big old fatty. Yeah, folks, there we go. That's what we're talking about. Big old fatty, white sea bass. Finally, got some action. Yeah, here we go. Beautiful fish. Just beautiful. We'll take this sucker off and then we'll get our lure back in the water. Okay. Okay, folks, I hate to show you this part, but it's got to be done. You know, hate to show you this part, but it has to be done. Okay, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Sorry, folks, but if you got fish, you got to kill them and eat them. Okay. Okay. Now we got to get our lure back in the water so we can catch another one. Okay. Okay. Keep him from bouncing off into the water. Okay. Okay, it's fine. You'll live in somebody else's body. Okay? It's a problem with being handicapped and only needing one hand to video, the other hand to help get the bait in the water. After we seen them bait fish, it sure didn't take long. Did it, folks? Sure didn't take long. Okay. See, now we gotta straighten out the bait, clean it up. Clean it up, clean it up. Okay, get the seaweed off of it. Clean it up, get the seaweed off of it. Okay. The seaweed. Okay. Looks good. Make sure the pole's held together fine. And get back in the water. More fish action. See, folks, it's hard to do that with one hand. At 35 minutes before we got that white sea bass. 35 minutes. Wow. Those things are a lot more fun to catch than even mackerel are. They come zipping past there, and you got an explosion of white. And as long as you get your bait, your jig back in the water fast, when they come flying through, you got maybe a couple chances. I don't know, it's hard to tell if there's any action right now or not. Let's take a look at that lure. Got a little, okay, it looks fine. Yeah, well, that was worth it. 35 minutes to get some action. But we caught that fish with one hand, folks. I got the other hand holding the camera, one hand operating the pole, and I'm handicapped, so I can't just stand up and do anything either. So not too bad. I'm not complaining. I did it all with one hand, another hand holding the camera. It's not bad. Thank you, God, for at least one fish. One fish a day is all you need. We'll try to catch two. We'll try to catch two, though. Did you hear me, folks? Said one fish a day is all you need, but two would be nice. Maybe three. Okay, got our fish secured. No seagull's gonna steal my fish. So you gotta drop that, get that lure off of there. Get that lure untangled. Okay. Let's see if we can get you another one. Well, when they come through, that's fast and furious action. There we go. Just now going on 40 minutes. Folks, that's not bad. 40 minutes with one fish on the dock, and hopefully another one on the way. Another fish on its way. Did you notice how those the bait fish were flying a couple seconds before the sea bass came through? So the bait fish are a good indication that the sea bass are coming. Glad I got this smaller Rapala. Bought one the other day that was twice as large as this one. And I caught a sea bass on that one too. But this is kind of like the smallest one they sell. It's like 3 inches long. The other one was like 5 inches long. But it weighed twice as much too. All it takes is for the sea bass and the mackerel to be on the hunt. They'll bite almost anything if it's even resembles a bait fish. 41 minutes here, folks. That's not bad for some good fish action. I'm happy now. All it takes is one to make my day. Two makes it even nicer. And three is just getting greedy. In this world, you just take what you need, folks. Take what you need. That's it. That's all you need. I may gut this one out, gut it out, and give the guts and the head to the kitties over there, the wild kitties. And then we'll give the meat to old Santiago over at Alfonso's restaurant. If I was ever in the mood for fish, I'd take it to this kitchen up the road. That you bring them your fish and they'll prepare it. They'll cook it up for you. We got a fish over here. Gotta keep an eye on the birds. The birds will steal it from you. "43 minutes of fishing." I need a Go camera mounted on my head, and that way I can use two hands. Now we just gotta wait till the bait fish come through again, with the sea bass following them closely. Poor bait fish. They're the lowest on the food chain. But doesn't matter where you are on the food chain, there's always something bigger waiting for you. "45 minutes, folks. 45 minutes for 1 minute of action. Maybe 2. That's all right. It's fun. It's worth it. Love it. I love it. Got the one hand action going here. I need to get my selfie stick so I can get a different angle out here. Every once in a while, I think I see a shadow of a fish down there. But definitely when those bait fish came through, there was several sea bass after them. And I think I missed one that was on the lure. It got off right away, and then another one bit it right away. So just keep that lure in the water and keep trying. One thing I haven't tried is catching a fish with the lure tangled on itself.
Morning.
Good morning. You know, the lure might catch something even if it is tangled on itself. If the fish has a big enough mouth to take in the whole lure. "48 minutes. It's just for ocean fishing. Uh, the fish are in schools chasing the bait fish. So really, it's just a matter of having patience, waiting for the next school to come through, and then having a rig that's, it doesn't have to be perfect because the fish are hungry and looking. They're chasing whatever resembles a bait fish. You could probably just catch them with a piece of aluminum can and a treble hook on it. Just looking for that shiny freshwater fishing takes a lot more skill. You got to match the hatch and have the same kind of bait that the fish are eating. But I think ocean fishing is easier, but it's just you got to be in the right place at the right time. Just a matter of waiting for the next school to come through and having your jig in the water. "50 minutes fish action here for 2 minutes of action." I don't see much action this morning. The other day we had bait fish everywhere. A lot of bait fish coming through the bay, the marina. But today I'm not complaining. I had one school of bait fish come through, and I caught me one sea bass out of that. Not bad. Yeah, in the ocean, you don't have too many lone wolf fish just swimming around by themselves. That would be shark and rays, halibut maybe, but the rest are the wolf pack fish, mackerel, bonita, tuna, yellowtail. "51 minutes. It's one fish in 51 minutes. It's not too bad. That's better than fishing all day and getting skunked, especially when it's fast and furious action like it is here. This 15-pound test line is not going to break with a 1 or 2 pound fish. That's the only reason I can handle it with one hand is just flip it up on the dock here. But the other day I had maybe a 3 or 4 pounder, and something gave way when I tried to get it up on the dock. Either the pulled out of the fish's mouth, or well, the line and the hook did not break. I can tell you that. So it had to be I pulled it out of the fish's mouth. Its mouth ripped. Keep that line untangled. 54 minutes of fishing. 2 minutes of action. We're not complaining, folks. We're happy. Anytime you can be fishing. They say a bad day of fishing beats a good day of work. I don't know about that, because I like working. When it's something you enjoy. That's the secret to a happy, good life, is have your work be something you enjoy, so it doesn't seem like work, you know. But if your job was fishing, and believe me, you'd probably get tired of it. I don't know if those tournament guys ever get tired of fishing, but I don't think I'd like to have to make a living, because then it would take all the enjoyment out of it. But in a survival situation, if you were a good fisherman, you'd be worth your weight in gold. Okay, 55 minutes and 24 seconds. It really doesn't matter whether I have the jig action going if there's no bait fish and sea bass following them or mackerel following them. But that's okay. You keep that jig action going. Okay, what we'll do is at 56, 57 minutes here, let's put this on pause and we can start it up if we get some more action. Okay, folks, we had a great morning of fishing here in Ensenada Harbor. And look at how the big Princess Cruise Line or Norwegian Cruise Line can sneak in. I didn't even know it was here. I didn't hear a sound. Next thing you know, you look up and there's a big, huge cruise liner. This place is so quiet. It's great. Anyway, we got our one Bonita here. I've been here a couple hours trying to catch another one, but no luck so far. So I think we'll call it a morning. Go down to Alfonso's and give Santiago another fish today. So, folks, surviving in Mexico, this is Wold Diego. Wishing you a good day, a good life, and God bless.